What's going on, beautiful people of YouTube? This is Ring Bean and welcome to Bootleg Central, the series where we take a look at some of the internet's finest bootleg consoles. We're on the quest to find something truly amazing or complete and utter shit. If you're unfamiliar with this series, what I do is I buy bootleg consoles from all over the internet. We unbox them, give us our first impressions, plug them up, make sure they'll actually play, and see what the hell we can get away with for as little money as possible. This week's episode, $11.94. Is that really going to give us 260 games? Sit back, relax, and let's find out. Alright, so just like always, we're going to read off the description straight from the page where I got this thing from. This thing will officially be called the 2.5-inch 8-byte handheld 260 games video console 3.5mm AV for NES C3, the game RS-16. It already gets additional points for being the 8-byte. That's amazing. The specifications, color, of course you know I'm going with blue, but for whatever reason it's got a slash and it says green, which is optional. I don't know what that's about. Appearance material, which is plastic. That's good. I don't want this thing to appear like it's made of water. Power, 3 AAA batteries, which I got right here. I'm always prepared for this stuff. Built-in games, 260 kinds. That's alright. Screen size, 2.5 inches. Image resolution, 320 by 240. Game type, for 8-byte NES C3 games. Features, support video output, AV output jack, 3.5mm. Built-in speakers. Product size, 13.2 by 6 by 1.6 centimeters. Package list, it includes 1 game console, 1 English manual, 2 times screws, 1 screwdriver, and 1 AV cable. Do I gotta put this thing together? What the hell is the screwdriver about? We've never gotten a console that has screws or a screwdriver, but we're gonna find out. I got my skeleton key here. We got the package. Let me tell you something, people. It feels good, and I can tell you why, because it feels like there's a box, and I love my display boxes for these bootleg consoles. We're gonna see what $11.94 really gets us, so let's crack into this thing and find out, and it better be a damn box and not just a bunch of crap. Alright, let's rip her on open. There's a box in there, I can see it. I can probably just slide this thing out. Let's see, it's kind of small. Oh yeah, oh, it's very small. There it is. That box is ugly as hell. God almighty, that's terrible. But that's alright. It's in a box. That's a plus. That packaging was very misleading. I thought it was going to be bigger than that. Phone, PC, Android, games. Games is like smaller than everything else because that's like the least thing you need to worry about with this. Designs the best modded controllers. Alright. Let's see. Committed to quality, committed to you. Alright. Built-in classics model, that's the RS-16 we got. Just showing us the batteries here, which is good. It says it's got a lithium ion. That'd be awesome if it's got the pack. Well, it doesn't have the blue tab over here, so I doubt it does. Choking hazard, small parts in plastic bag to save for children under 3 years old to be used under adult supervision. Save those choking hazards for the kids for when they get home. Give it to them. Let them choke their little asses off. Alright, let's crack into this and see what we got. Oh yeah. Alright, it's gonna get a plus already, and well, you might well know that. Oh shit, there it is. Look at that little bastard right there. Holy hell. That's the Bob the Builder of Phillips heads right there, and there's 1 screw, little lying shits. Said there was gonna be 2. I don't know why. Oh, I see I need 1 here. Alright. That's cool, but it's gonna get a plus because I see the most amazing thing that you can have when it comes to these consoles. Let me throw that shit away. The screen protector. Watch this. This is the most amazing feeling. Oh my god. When you got to admit, whenever you get anything that has that on there and you peel it, it's absolutely incredible. Before we get in the console, what do we got in the package? We obviously got the little micro Phillips. We got the manual here, which is in English, includes 260 games. We're going to find out if that is actually true. Built-in classic games, and for whatever reason it says phone, PC, and Android. We're gonna find out. Let's crack this thing open. Put some batteries in. Now, initially, I can actually kind of say this thing feels a little sleek, man. It's got this very smooth feel to it. Now the D-pad feels like complete and utter bullshit, but that's the only bad thing. It looks sleek too. God almighty, that thing is just slicking all over the place. All right, here we go. We got the batteries. Let's crack it in here and see if she cuts on for us. All right, let's put the back on there. I'm not going to screw it in there. We're not going to make this thing official on camera here. Just assume that little mini Phillips head works. There we go. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got, people. The RS-16. All right, super dim. Let's turn off some lights here. I've learned this little trick. This way we can actually kind of see this thing. There we go. So far, the sound is like a cross between like bitching and whining coming out of like a dead cat. It's terrible. We need to turn that off. Now it's getting a plus because it actually has a knob rather than just like a button that you press and there's only like 3 separate sounds. That's pretty good, so we're going to turn that down for now. Very hard to see what the hell's actually. I got this thing close to my dome and I can barely make it. It says fashion games and super games. Well, I'm feeling super today, so let's try that out. See what we got. First off, we got Panda 2. Now typically you get a bunch like an NES one. Now it does boast in its title that it's like NES something. I don't know. It says NES, so I'm imagining there's NES games. Just from that thumbnail, it looks like Pikachu next to a mushroom. I don't know what that is. It's called Pocket Monster. Obviously, it's something to do. Look at that. There it is. This has to be official. There's no other way around it. Let's find out what we got. Turn it up. I don't know anything about Pokemon. Obviously can recognize characters. I don't know what's happening here, if anything. Oh. Alright. That's very seizure inducing. But I don't think this is an official game or anything. I wonder if this is like a bootleg made game for this system. It's terrible. When it moves, the screen kind of like jitters. You can kind of see it. Well, you can't see when I go that way. When I go this way, yeah, it takes it a minute to catch up. I don't mind terrible games if they're all somewhat original or just like I don't care much for the NES ROMs anymore. Let's see what else we got. Space War, Aladdin 2. Let's check that out. Super game. Super Aladdin, hell yeah. He's on his carpet and he's pissed. I don't know what this is about. I don't know if these are remakes or what, but let me know in the comments if you know, because apparently, like, I zoomed through these lists, people are all like, you should have played this or that. Hell, I don't know. I'm just picking what sounds the dumbest usually. Let's see some gameplay of this here. I'm excited. Aladdin. I wonder if this is just a remake off the original Aladdin. I'm gonna find out. I can tell by the first level. Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. Is that like a turbo? Look at it. I'm holding that button down and this little bastard just bouncing all over the place. Yeah, that's a turbo. It's got like its own built-in turbo. That's pretty neat, I guess. And then I don't know what version this is. It's like the Game Boy's version. I don't think that's the Sega's or anything. But that's not bad, I guess. I don't know why the hell it's called Aladdin 2 unless it really is Aladdin 2. Shit, I don't know. Let's see what else we got. Let's go in here to fashion games, which is now apparently there's 100 over here and there's 160 over here. If my math is correct, that is 260 games. So we got, oh man, we got some crazy sounds going on over here. Let's see, Magic Egg. Let's try that out. That sounds absolutely riveting. Alright, press the start button. A lot of these, unless it's like a direct remake of the game, they're usually absolutely terrible. Like I always picture like some kid who's learning how to develop games, like comes up with this like for a weekend project to show his professor, and he usually gets a C for it. I don't know what the hell's going on. That looks absolutely awful. I'm gonna go to something else. Fashion, butterfly stroke. Look, there's a game just called Difference. Brother Ball. Alright. Toad in the hole. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see what we got. But boy, that thing is sleek. Look at that. It almost looks like it's got that speckled paint you find on like really expensive vehicles, man. That's crazy. That thing was like $12. I don't know how they're affording stuff like this, man. But that thing is just glistening right there. Oh, this game is not, though. What is it? It's like whack-a-mole, but dumber? What am I, watering the mole? This is stupid. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, let's move on to something else. Let's see. I know I don't have time to go through all these games, but that's really what these episodes are about. It's our first impressions. Like, is this thing worth $11.94, whatever? We're not in the negative. It's not terrible so far as for what it is. Mad Xmas. I want to see what that's about. And that's, you know, half the fun of these games is to like really discover what the hell they are. Because typically you get one of two things when you buy these little bootleg systems. You get ripped off, sped up ROMs for like NES or Game Boy, or you get a collaboration of crappy games. And that's, I kind of feel that's what we got here. Oh yeah, this is one of those little dumbass games. Santa's nutting on this child here. God almighty. Yeah, this is not cool. That's usually what it is. Let's see, let's try this one again here. We're going to give it our final synopsis here. Memory test. I really think there's... Oh, well, here's Santa Claus. Is that... I wonder if that happens to be the same Santa game we were just playing. I don't think it is. There's 2 players. Explain to me how I play 2 players with this thing. Look at that. Look at that. It's basically the same game, except with a girl and it's just reskinned, so... A for effort, I guess. More like a C. Let's see, but God almighty, I can't get over how slick that thing is, and my fingers just rest perfectly on there, and I got those little baby bitch hands, and that thing is just, that fits nicely. Let's see. Tetris 2. I've seen Tetris 2 in a lot of these, and it's usually some bootleg Tetris. Blob Man. Alright. We'll finish it off with Blob Man. People see if Blob Man's really... Now, the sound's fairly loud for what it is. Let's see. Blob Man, here we go. Show us what you got. You got to impress us with this one game. Is this another one of those, like, catch games? That's dumb. Hope they don't feel it. No, we cannot finish it with Blob Man if it's just going to be one of those games where I got to catch shit falling from the skies. Snaffle. Powerboat. See, there's that old Blob Man. There's Aladdin 1, but I wonder if it's any different from Aladdin. Should we finish it? Let's finish it just to give it the full. Now this is, oh. I'm starting. Oh, don't be losing points now. What the? It didn't work. I pressed every button under the sun. And that thing did not want to go. Let's not do that. I don't know. That don't seem like it's going to work. Weighty boy. I swear to God, if you're another one of those drop shit from the sky, catch it from below games, I'm going to be pissed. -1. Oh, what? Alright, now this is cool. I don't know, I'm whacking something. I'm whacking like snakes. I'm blue. I got a whapping stick. God, shit ain't even letting me catch up before, like... Oh, God almighty. Oh, I can jump by pressing up. Look how quick they come. It doesn't even let me progress before I'm getting... But this is cool. I don't know. Look, it says enemy. It's kind of like, what is that, like Kung Fu for the NES? When you get, it shows the enemy until you get to the end of it. I can get into that. That's alright. Alright, let's call this thing. It does have its jack there, the AV out jack. Those things never worked for me. Look at the shine on that, people. Tell me if that's not nice. Let's get these lights back on here. Alright, let's go over some of the pluses and some of the downsides here. Like that. Now we want to keep that luster on there. Pluses, it has a box. The box is crappy, though. It does come with a manual. It's got the AV outs. I'm collecting the shit out of these things because I can't use them for whatever reason. It's got the very cute Phillips head, which is pretty cool because it'll actually allow you to lock in your batteries, but it makes it kind of a bitch. Why can't it just stay like this so you can take your batteries on and off, you know, or in and out? It's getting some definite pluses on its design. That little bastard is super sleek, man. I can definitely recommend that just for the way it looks. The aesthetics on that are very nice. Other than that, I think it's a good system. The cons on it is I've played a few crappy games that kind of felt recycled clones of themselves. But I think with a little bit more dwelling, it says 260 games. It might be closer to maybe like 150 games, you know, after you get past all the recycle stuff. But they're not NES ROMs or GBA ROMs or whatever it is. They seem to be somewhat original games other than like Aladdin and a few that I saw. For $11.94, I will give that a thumbs up. That is a good buy, as one of my buddies always calls it. That's a good toilet console right there. I ain't hating it. But anyways, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, if you got any satisfaction from this, leave a like down there. It helps me out a bunch. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I do dumbass videos like this all the time. As always, thank you so much for watching. Take care and enjoy the rest of your day, people.